Hey guys, Justin here and welcome back to another video of Justin on Cars. So like you all know, the brand new F70 BMW 1 Series has recently shown its face and I'm super excited to actually show you guys this car. We don't have the car here with us today, unfortunately, because it hasn't been launched yet, but I want to go through the car with you guys to show you the new updates and what is new about the BMW F70. But before we get into that, remember to like, subscribe and share with your friends and hit that notification bell so you can be notified on new uploads. So, before we start with the brand new BMW F70 1 Series, let's quickly have a recap of the history of the BMW 1 Series. So after two unsuccessful generations of the BMW 3 Series Compact, BMW decided to push that segment into its own segment, so namely the 1 Series BMW. So started off in 2004, we had the 5-door BMW 1 Series E87. From 2004 up until 2007, we had the BMW E87. I'm not going into a lot of detail of all the specific generations. We will get into that in a different video with my new series coming up very soon, guys, so keep an eye out for that coming very soon. Okay, so from 2007 to 2011 we had the E87 facelifted edition. In these generations from 2004 to 2011, I think a little bit more than 2011 actually, we also had the E81, the 3-door, the E82, that's the coupe version, and then of course the E88 convertible. So that is the one where you just pull your roof down and enjoy the sky. That was also the last generation of the coupe as well as the convertible in the BMW 1 Series. Then they changed to the 2 Series, of course. From 2011 to 2015, we had the BMW F20. So from 2015 to 2017, that's the life cycle impulse number 1 of the F20 BMW. At the end of 2015, they also changed from the N55 on the M135i to the B58 on the M140. And then from 2017 to 2019, we had another life cycle impulse, number 2 of the F20, where they just did a few updates like the touchscreen, changed the dash a little bit, so just a few minor changes, and also bringing out the M Sport Shadow Edition with darker headlights, darker taillights, small little things. After this, from 2019 to 2024, that's this year, we had the F40 BMW 1 Series. This is also where BMW changed to the front wheel drive version. So the rest were all rear wheel drive versions, and this is now the front wheel drive version. And this is where South Africa also started getting the X-Drive in the M135i. And that's also where the M135i changed to the 2-litre B48 engine instead of the 3-litre straight 6 B58 engine. Unfortunately, we never received a facelift of the F40 BMW. We've been waiting for something new to happen with the F40. They brought out the 128 Ti, but I mean, we were wanting something new, something that changes the market a little bit, something more futuristic. Then in the China market from 2017 up until now as well, you received the BMW F54, which is a 1 Series sedan, which you only got in China and in Mexico. Nowhere else around the globe. So not really going to go into that, but at least you can see what it looks like. And so finally today, now we have the F70 BMW 1 Series. So a new generation of the BMW 1 Series. So if you think from 2019 to 2024, it should actually be a life cycle impulse by now, because it's not reached its 7 years by now. 7 years should actually only be by 2026, but by then we will most probably almost start looking at a facelifted version or the LCI version of that 1 Series or this current 1 Series. So today we're going to go a little bit into the new BMW 1 Series. So for me, it looks a lot like a facelifted version. I mean, we've had facelifts at BMW that are more predominant than this current new model, because they fairly look very much the same. The body pretty much looks the same on the side, the sickle line, everything there, the Hofmeister kink, the wing at the back, the tailgate at the back, they all look pretty much the same to me, but there are major updates on this car. So you get the normal BMW, and then you get your M Sport package, and then of course the M135. So I think let's start with the front of the BMW 1 Series, the F70 1 Series. Immediately you can see the bumper is changed quite a bit. It has a bit of a sharper nose and sharper headlights. You'll see that the bumper is also a little bit more high gloss in black. You see a little bit more black to enhance a little bit more on that M factor, if that makes sense. On the new M135, I'm not calling it the M135i anymore, it's the M135, still has your B48 2-litre 4-cylinder engine, but now it's called the M135. You'll see the M1 is the exact same size, and the 35 is very slightly smaller than the previous M135i, which is in one sequence. We could start seeing this from some of the vehicles like your new 5 Series, where the 5 stands out more predominantly, with your M760, where the M7 shows M7 and then the 60e is very small. So we could start seeing it changes a little bit. BMW is moving away from the I for the injection. Not too sure why and why they would do that, and why they would accentuate on the M1 and on the M badge so persistently. I think it is to narrow down the difference between the BMW M Lite and the actual M cars, because you get a lot of aesthetics from the BMW M division on an M Lite vehicle these days. I'm not too sure what we're going to get in our markets in South Africa, but I know we will most probably get the 1.5 litre engine and the M135. That is what we got last time. We got the 118i in the M Sport package, and we had the M135i in the launch editions. So now I see the 1.5 litre is now called the 120. So they moved that up a bit, but it also has a 48 volt mild hybrid battery in now. So all the new engines are getting this 48 volt mild hybrid battery now. There are talks of some of the countries taking out the diesel. There are talks of some of them having the diesel. So we will see what we get in South Africa when the time comes closer to the end of the year. I think we will launch it here by Q4. So end of the year, we will see the new 1 Series reaching our shores. I'm not too sure about all the other markets. The smaller engines and the bigger engines will all come with the 7-speed DCT gearbox. So no 8-speed ZF gearbox as far as I know. And you can also add the flappy paddles for gear shifts behind the steering wheel. That is an option on the lower models, but on the M135 it is a standard. You will also now receive the latest generation of the iDrive, so the iDrive 9, which is also now fully touchscreen. It's been fully touchscreen at the end of the day, let's be honest, but it's a full touchscreen, so you don't get the rotary knob in the middle anymore. So like your X1 and the X2, for instance, you don't get that rotary knob anymore. So everything is now fully touchscreen. So, and also for your air vents and everything, physical buttons are completely removed in that center department. I don't know if this is for cost cutting or for minimalization. That's up to you guys to decide. So comment below actually what you think about BMW removing the iDrive. I call it the iDrive controller, but the rotary knob, you know what I mean, that little knob that you turn in the middle to actually navigate through your iDrive system. So yes, nice and big screen, diagonal, obviously also driver orientated. So it is a 10.25 inch digital instrument cluster and a 10.7 inch iDrive system. So nice and big, it's like a massive iPad to make sure that you don't miss anything on the road or on your entertainment system. You'll see the grills also slightly changed a little bit on the M Series, as well as your basis spec, if I may call it like that. So with your basis spec, you get a lot of vertical and almost horizontal lines, maybe like oblique. How do you call it? I'm not even sure. Oblique. But in any case, you guys know what I mean. You can see it here in the picture. And then with your M Series, your M135, you can see it is horizontal lines. You also get the M badge now on the grille itself, or on the kidney grille itself. Very BMW-like. You still get the kidney grille in that kidney shape. It's just much larger now and one kidney grille, so not two separate kidney grilles any longer. With your M135, you can also see you get the M mirrors now, so a proper M vehicle from the looks of it. So looking from a distance, you'll think, well, this is a very sporty M hatch car. I mean, you can see here at the back it says M135. With your M135, you also get quad tailpipes now, so true M style. Your front lights are also the new design of the BMW daytime driving lights, so having this sort of triangle look, still giving you a circular look and feel from a distance, because when you drive in front of a BMW with these new lights, you can actually still see it is a BMW. It just gives that sort of sportier look. At the back, you can see these tail lights come straight off the BMW X2, so no hiding that. I'm very much in between the style of this car. For me, like I said, it really looks like a facelifted version of the current F40. Tell me what you guys think. I'm not too sure. I mean, I've seen more drastic facelifts than this. So to have, or to call this a brand new model, is just weird to me, just because of the technology. The technology, if you just plonked an iDrive 8.5 or iDrive 9 into the F40, it kind of would have been the same for me at the end of the day, and maybe change the headlights a bit. And that's kind of what they did at the end of the day. Because everything inside is very familiar, except for the center console where the controller is away now. The doors look very similar. The dashboard looks very similar at the end of the day. So the style of the dashboard looks very similar to me. There's a lot of F41 series in there. Of course, it's now modernized and it's more minimalistic and it's a bit thinner and it gives a newer design. But if you have a quick browse at it, very much the same. You also see the ambient lighting in the middle, so I think this car does look awesome at night with all the ambient lights showing. But like I say, guys, you let me know what you think about the F70. I'm kind of in between, eh? Like the front to me looks like a Ford Fiesta, the newer shape Ford Fiesta. The back, yeah, if you didn't have those X2 lines in it or in the taillights, it kind of also looks like a Ford Fiesta or a Kia or something in that sort of regard. But I can promise you, when I see this car for the first time, I'm going to absolutely love it, because I'm only speculating on the photos now. I know for a fact when I see a BMW for the first time compared to pictures, I'm always blown away. But this is what it looks like for me now, and yeah, I will always love a BMW. It doesn't matter what, except for the Active Tourer. That one I'm still struggling with. It's a very, very nice car because it's a BM and it's a family car, but it's an Active Tourer. So yeah, let's be honest, not the greatest looking car. So this will most probably grow on me, but it looks nice. It looks very good. It's a good looking vehicle at the end of the day, but I would have just called it a facelift and then hope for the newer one to come out. On the roof, this is also the company's first car to have contrasting colors on the roof and from the body. So you'll see the roof has a black or high gloss black color. So that's also a first for BMW, especially in the 1 Series. I'm not too sure about sunroof or the new sunroofs that they give, or that you get on the new BMWs. I'm not sure. I haven't gone into detail about that too much. We will find out more when the vehicle arrives in South Africa, or when we can start speccing these cars to know exactly what they will look like and what you can optionally add onto these vehicles, like Harman Kardon and all of that. So this is basically just to show you guys the new shape. So here are the differences. So this is the normal BMW F70 1 Series. Then you get the M Sport package of the BMW F70. And then of course the big boy, the M135 X-Drive. So yes, it's still an X-Drive on the M135. There are a few nice trims on this car. So if you look at the dashboard, you'll see the M colors on the dashboard as well. You get the M illuminated light on the M135 specifically. You do get nice bucket seats or M Sport seats with this vehicle. The M135 comes standard with a vegan interior, and then obviously you can spec the options after that. Not too sure about leather or anything coming to our country. Like I say, when the spec comes through, then we will know all of these things. And now in true new BMW fashion, you'll also see on the Hofmeister King there is a number 1. So like your BMW 5 Series, for instance, you also get that 5 on the side there. Now you also get the 1 on the side, so you can't miss that. And on the M135 you also get the M badge on the plastic engine cover, so like a proper baby M. Absolutely excited to see this car. The wheels start from 17-inch to up until 19-inch. Obviously the 19-inch you will get on your M135. BMW does call this the UKL2 platform. So the UKL is basically just the lower class platform of BMW. So basically like your first class. So basically UKL stands for Untere Klasse, the lower class. That's basically just the meaning of UKL for BMW's terms. All the different segments that they have. So they've got the Nieuwe Klasse, the Untere Klasse, the Grande Klasse, and so on, so on, so on. That's also something for another day. So yes, the 1 Series is your entry level into BMW, not a Mini. A Mini is a Mini. The 1 Series is your entry level into BMW. Not sure about the pricing as yet, but we will cover this car as soon as it comes into our country, or as soon as it becomes available and we can properly review and hopefully drive this car. I'm kind of glad to see that this car still has the normal BMW badge and not the new Klasse badge or the new design from BMW. It just makes it feel more at home at the end of the day. I see, if I have a look at the car as well, I can see it actually has very XM, X2, M35 sort of look on the kidney grille. So I like the new look of the kidney grille. When you see these cars on the road, guys, it really has a big presence. BMW don't make beautiful cars, they make aggressive cars. They want you to know when you are driving in front of a BMW, they want you to know that it's a BMW. You can't miss a BMW when it drives past you, and you're not going to say, oh, that looks like a Merc or an Audi. You're going to know it's a BMW, and that's what BMW is trying to do with all their new cars. You know when a BMW is near you. Same like a shark. If you jump in the ocean and you're down there, you're going to see a shark immediately. It's this massive aggressive fish on the way to you. You're going to make way. So there we go, guys. I hope this helped a little bit just to show you the new generation of the BMW 1 Series. Like I say, we will get into this in future when the car actually arrives, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stick around for more videos coming soon and the new series coming up soon. And we're going to do a lot of history on vehicles, and we're going to do history on the manufacturer itself, and then we're going to start delving into the actual cars that brand produces. So let's say, for instance, VW, we will start with the VW Polo and then the generations of the Polo. So we will do a proper history series of specific brand, manufacturer, as well as the vehicles that they produce and their generations. So stick around, guys, and thank you very much for all your support. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this video and these kind of videos, and remember to tell your friends about it, please, guys. I would really love that. And your guys' support is phenomenal, because the more we do this, the more videos we can make for you guys, the more videos I can make for you guys, and the more we can talk about cars. I mean, how awesome is that? I'm an open book with you guys, and we can just have a proper community about cars. So thank you, guys. Have a lucky day. Stay safe. Peace.